This week I'm behind the wheel of the 2016 Honda HR-V EXL. It's Honda's entry into the red-hot subcompact SUV segment. Starts out around $20,000, but decked out like this one with navigation and moonroof, this one's coming in around $26,000. I'll take it for a spin and tell you how it rides and drives next on the Car Pro Test Drive. This week we take a look at the newest entry into the hot subcompact crossover SUV segment, the all-new 2016 Honda HR-V. When I first saw pictures of this SUV, it appeared that Honda had taken their popular CR-V and shrunk it some. But in reality, they're very different. The 2016 HR-V is based on the same chassis as the Honda Fit hatchback, which has been a huge hit. Now for some people, the Fit just isn't big enough, and the HR-V is the perfect alternative. It falls right in between the Fit and the Honda CR-V. Under the hood, you'll find a 1.8-liter four-cylinder non-turbocharged engine that's putting out 141 horses. This is not the engine that comes in the Fit. This engine is standard in the Honda Civic. My review vehicle is all-wheel drive, and it has the continuously variable transmission, which I'm not normally a fan of. But I must say it feels less like a CVT than others. The all-wheel drive system does everything by itself. Nothing has to be switched on. In the two-wheel drive version, you can get a 6-speed manual transmission, something that's getting very hard to find these days. This HR-V is the top-of-the-line EXL with navigation system. Now you can drop down to the middle of the road and get the EX, or continue downward to the entry-level LX, which has a base price of $19,115. From the outside, the HR-V looks like a large hatchback with a sweeping roofline and hidden rear door handles. The door handles contribute to the overall sleek look, but are not going to be very handy for your 3-year-old. The front view is clean with a subtle grille and a molded hood. When you walk around to the rear, it's very reminiscent of the Acura RDX. The big surprise for me came on the inside when I saw how much interior room the HR-V has. Excellent engineering created plenty of room for 5 adults with more than ample headroom. The leather seats are comfortable, although a power driver's seat would be nice. Standard equipment on the EXL includes push-button start, keyless entry system, power moonroof, heated front seats, Bluetooth audio, automatic temperature-controlled air, and hands-free voice recognition. Everything runs from a 7-inch touchscreen color monitor, and this is a source of irritation for me. I would much prefer knobs for some of the functions like stereo volume or to tune the radio, but you can mitigate some of this by using the steering wheel controls. The HR-V has large adjustable cup holders in the see-through center console, where you'll also find 2 terrific features: an electronic parking brake and brake hold. Brake hold allows you to take your foot off the brake at every stop, and it releases when you touch the gas pedal. You cannot help but notice the huge air vents on the right side of the dash to help cool the backseat passengers. My favorite feature, however, is Lanewatch. A camera mounted on the right exterior mirror gives you a terrific view of traffic to the right. Now, if you turn on your right blinker, the camera shoots a live video straight to the touchscreen. If you want it on all the time, you touch the button at the end of the turn signal. It's a terrific feature I wish all cars had. You also get the rear view camera at no charge. Another really cool feature is the back seat, which Honda calls the magic seat. The 60/40 split seat folds up from the bottom and down from the top. You can even fold the passenger front seat backwards if you're carrying something long. You'll need to remove the headrest for maximum room. Now open the tailgate and you'll find a surprising amount of cargo area and a wide low opening for ease of loading cargo. With the magic seat folded down, you have 56 cubic feet of cargo area, which is very impressive for a small SUV. The HR-V rides good and handles like a bigger SUV than it is. It's super easy to park and to make U-turns with, and it's pretty quiet inside, something Honda's worked hard to achieve. The gauge cluster is easy to read, and the outer lighted rim turns green when you're maximizing the fuel economy. And speaking of fuel economy, it's very good for an all-wheel drive SUV at 27 in town and 32 on the highway. The MPG numbers are achievable when you hit the green Eco button, but performance suffers. Couple things to note. For those comparing this to the popular CR-V, this one is 10 inches shorter, 2 inches narrower, and 1.5 inches shorter on the height. You should also know the all-wheel drive system is strictly for those times when the weather's bad, not for going off-road. The ground clearance is just not good. HR-V makes good sense to me, and I find it very practical. The price is okay too, coming in at $26,700 completely loaded like this one, and that puts it about $3,000 less than a comparable CR-V. I rate the 2016 HR-V EXL at 4.5 out of 5 stars, knocking off only for the controls on the dash. Thanks for riding along with us today on another Car Pro Test Drive.